It's your boy, Mr. Relatable, man. Back at it again with another video. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to touch base on something that I was thinking about last night. So I wrote it down. And it really just pertains to like my life. Me as a person, I have an addictive personality. So I want to get into the subject of having an addictive personality. I guess I could start off with we could start off with the bad habits first. So when I was like 13 years old, I used to, you know what? No. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna backtrack. We're gonna start off with the healthy, because you guys got to see the root. It wasn't even healthy, but it's not like drugs. You feel me? It could be if you look at it in a certain way, but let me get to the point. When I was a kid, I want to say under the age of 10, I was addicted to food. I would always eat food. Every time my grandma was making the grilled ham and cheeses, my little sister, she'd eat half of one and be cool for the rest of the day. I needed hers, mine, and another one. Like, maybe it's just because I'm a boy. Maybe it's the genetics in me. But I was addicted to food. I always wanted to eat. I was always hungry. Food was like my first hit of dopamine before I knew what dopamine was. You feel me? So, boom. I was eating so much, I started getting fat. Like 13 years old, titties jumping in the air. Could have wore a D cup or something, like, you feel me? So, I always, once I like something, I take it on to the max. Like, I always turn it up. That's always been me. No matter everything I do in life, if I like it, I'm doing it all the way. I'm jumping all in. Like, it's all in or all out. That's the type of vibe I'm on. So, what I wanted to say was, after like the food addiction, I was addicted to playing the game. And I was addicted to watching TV. Like, as a kid, like, I used to sit in front of the TV like this. Like, eyes all into the TV. I'm like 2 feet away from it. My grandma used to always be like, boy, get away from the TV. You so close to the TV, you gonna go blind. I'm like, all right, my mom, as soon as she leave, I'm scooting right back up. I used to love watching like the cartoon shows, SpongeBob, Danny Phantom, fucking Chowder, fucking Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, all of that shit. Everything that my generation, the 2000 babies, we grew up on. We used to watch all that shit all the time. And I was addicted to TV, like, bad. Then I was addicted to movies, like superhero movies. I used to watch fucking Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire and the Green Goblin. I used to watch that shit every day, faithfully. Like, every day. I'm ending the night watching that movie. And, that's just like, I feel like that was the beginning of me not even noticing I'm having an addictive personality, but actually, like, just getting influenced into that. Like, I can see my nephew right now. He's addicted to Spider-Man. Like, he has an addictive personality. When he sees Spider-Man, the whole world doesn't matter. Like, everything shuts down. He literally, like, you turn on Spider-Man, he don't eat, he don't sleep, he don't shit, he don't do nothing. He just locked in. Like, and pretty much I was just like, damn, as I get older, I'm starting to tune into other things. Like, your environment plays a big role on what your habits are as well. Like, what other people do, you're gonna do, because that's like the trend. Back then, it wasn't really a trend term, but like, monkey see, monkey do. You feel me? That's just how life goes, So, fast forward to the gaming, the TV, the food, all of that kind of stuff. I got addicted to weed. Let's just jump straight into the mix. I was 13, started smoking weed because everybody else was smoking weed, and I'm just like, let me try it. Terrible experience first time. Terrible. I was blacking out. I couldn't function. It was just the craziest shit ever. Like, I know I'll never forget it. Like, I was literally blacking out. I swear that shit was laced or something, bro. Because I was like, literally, like, I'm like so high, and I'm running to the crib, and I'm like, bro, I keep blacking out. Like, I keep forgetting. Like, I'm running home trying to run the high off, and I'm like every 20 feet, it's like I'm blinking, but I'm further ahead than where I was. Like, it was weird. So after a little bit, bro, after that day, I was smoking every day for some reason. I don't know why. It just was. And then eventually, it was to the point where my tolerance got high, and I just liked the way weed made me feel. And I went from weed from when I was 13 to 23 or 24. I'll say 24. We're just gonna round it up because I was smoking on and off at like 23 after I got out of jail. I only did 3 months in jail, by the way. Well, nothing crazy, but that 3 months, literally, like, that shit set me straight because I was sober. Like, imagine smoking every day for 10 years and then going to jail for 3 months and not having weed for 3 months straight. Like, that's the longest time I went without weed, like, by force. Like, that wasn't even by choice. Like, by choice, I would say, like, probably like a week or two. I'll probably go like a week without smoking by choice. And eventually, you know, you got friends that's smoking, you got the weed, you just like, fuck, I'm ready to roll up, I'm ready to hit that joint, whatever. But basically what I'm saying is, having an addictive personality can be a good and a bad thing. Like, you can choose your addiction. Everybody has an addiction to something. Like, we all have addictions. Nobody's completely addiction free. Like, addiction is a part of life. And you can split the term between addiction and habitual. You can if you want, you know, depending on the circumstances. But in my life, I've had addictions because I were letting them control me. I feel like addictions control you, habits you control. You control your habits, addictions control you. You feel me? So with that being said, I stopped smoking weed, I stopped smoking weed. And then, you know, I always been like a drinker. I was like on and off, like between the ages of 13 and 23. I was always a drinker or a smoker. I would drink occasionally. I would drink at like parties and shit like that, but I wasn't like dependent on it. But after I put the weed down, I started picking up the alcohol a lot more. I'm like, I don't smoke no more. I gotta feel something, but I'm thinking I could do it casually, like take a shot, sit back with a little mixed drink, go get a bottle, mix my own shit, you know, just on some vibe shit. Like, that's what I thought I could do. Then I started realizing that I'm doing it every day. And then after a while, bro, I was probably say like, alcohol is worse. Alcohol is way worse than anything you could ever do. Like, and I was addicted to that shit, bro. Like, I was drinking 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm waking up, taking a shot. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I see the bottle, I'm like, fuck it, we lit. Take a shot. Especially if I have nothing to do the next day, I'm getting lit. Boom, take a shot. And it's like everything I had to do, like I was pulling up the functions, taking shots, and nobody even knew about it. Like, I'm just taking shots just to feel better. You know what I'm saying? Because like when alcohol starts to leave your system, it starts to go. You start to go through withdrawal, and you start to feel like shit. You start to feel sick. Your energy gets low, and your whole vibration just is going down the rabbit hole. And like, I'm telling you, like, having that kind of addiction is the worst kind of addiction you can have, because it was days where I'm just like sitting up and I'm just fiending for it. Like, I gotta stop at the liquor store. Like, I felt like that nigga, what's that nigga name? The boxer, Adrian Broner. Yeah, I felt like that nigga, bro. Like, we gotta hit the liquor store. We gotta go to the liquor store, bro. Like, that's really how I felt. And eventually it got to a point where my hangovers were so bad, like I was waking up feeling like I was about to die, like, every day. And it was just like so painful. Like, I was waking up dizzy. I'm throwing up for 3 days straight. Like, it was bad. Like, I was drinking so much. Like, I'm surprised I didn't have a liver, what is it called? Liver cirrhosis? I'm surprised I didn't get that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's how much I was drinking. I was drinking so much, like, it was like, people were concerned for me. Like, why are you drinking so much? Why are you drinking so much? But I was going through a major, like, depression and shit like that. And another thing is, your addictions will control your decision making, bro. And that's another thing. Like, having an addictive personality to certain things will make you do things that you wouldn't normally do if you didn't do that thing. Or, like, if you didn't smoke that weed, you wouldn't do this. Or if you didn't drink that, if you didn't take that shot or drink that bottle, you wouldn't be out here cheating on your girl. You feel what I'm saying? And, like, a lot of shit. That's why I was drinking a lot. At first, I was drinking because I thought I could control it. But then I started drinking after I started going through shit because I was making decisions off of me being lit. I was cheating on my girl. I was messing with other girls, and she was finding out about it. And I was doing it out of impulse because I really did love her, but I was still making mistakes and doing shit out of impulse. And to be honest, like, that shit, it impairs your thinking, bro. Like, it really does. And it makes you become a version of yourself, like, that you don't even recognize, bro. It was points in times where I was just sitting down in my mom's room, or my mom's living room, just taking a shot. Like, I was buying anything. I'm drinking Parmesan. Like, anything I can get on that's liquor, I'm trying to drink. I'm just like, I'm just sitting there looking at it, just feeling super down. Like, why am I keep drinking? Like, why do I keep doing this to myself? It feels good for, like, the first 10 minutes. And then after that, you feel like shit. Like, it's so bad. Like, the feeling of alcohol, that feeling you get, that dopamine spike you get, is really not worth to come down. Like, it feels good as hell. Like, I'm be the one to tell you, alcohol is amazing. When you, like, if alcohol didn't have consequences physically, spiritually, and emotionally, I'd be drunk every day. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be lit like a candle. But, you know, that was probably one of my hardest addictions to beat, was alcohol. Weed was tough. Weed was very tough, but weed wasn't that bad. Like, I wasn't getting withdrawals through weed, or not withdrawals, hangovers through weed. Like, I wasn't waking up the next day like, damn, like, I can't do this no more. Like, like, nah, I never had that with weed. I used to wake up and smoke and be like, damn, I smoke. But, like, once I got sober, literally, I would be like, cool, like, I'll sleep it off, wake up, and I'll wake up just fine. Alcohol, you sleep it off, if you even get sleep, because you sweating all night and you going through crazy ass fucking withdrawal symptoms. You wake up, you like, fuck. You wake up fucked up, and you just don't even know what to do. The only thing you can do is take a shot. So, yeah, that was like one of my worst addictions. But out of all the drugs I've done, like, let me be honest, I've done a lot of drugs. I took Adderall, Percocets, Molly, shrooms. I was drinking lean, smoking weed, alcohol. The only thing I never did was acid. Never did acid. That's not something I don't think I would ever do. But, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I did before. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've done all of those things. I've done shrooms multiple times, though. Done that shit a lot. I did Xans before. I did that shit one time and never did it again. Literally, like, I did it one time and I lost like $5,000. I left it in some white girl's car, and she brought it back because she's sterile. I don't fuck with her today though. She's another story. But yeah, she brought my money back. After that, I said, yeah, I'm never taking that shit again. Like, how the fuck did I leave $5,000 in somebody's car? Like, that shit was like flashes though. It was like I have a memory of me doing something and then it's gone. Memory of me doing something and it's gone. Like, I have fragments of that day, just like bit by bit, brick by brick. You feel me? And yeah, but what I want to get at is having an addictive personality can be a good thing too. Like, you can get addicted to the gym. You can get addicted to start a business, building something. You can get addicted to uh, eating healthy. Like, you can get addicted to just bettering your life. Like, you can get addicted to that shit. That's where I'm at right now. You can get addicted to those type of things. Like, I'm addicted to going to the gym. I go to the gym every day. And if I don't go to the gym every day, I at least do some type of cardio. Like, I'll go for a walk with my girl, or I'll go for a jog on my own. You feel me? And I'm addicted to self-development content. Like, I look at people like Taekwondo and Reese in the Cut, fucking the big influencers. I watch videos on like the mindset behind, what's his name? What is his name? I can't believe I forgot his name. But Floyd Mayweather, Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, like those people, if you watch their interviews, bro, you see how intelligent they are. Like, you really see how intelligent they are. Bro, I can't think of one of the biggest UFC fighters in the fucking world. Why can't I think of his name right now? What the hell? Is this how it is making content when you're trying to do this shit off the fly? Like, this is somebody that everybody knows, and I can't think of his name right now. Let me think. If he don't pop up in my brain in 5 seconds, fuck it. John Jones. Good morning. John Jones. If you look at his way of thinking and how he became the best UFC fighter in the fucking world, like, you'll see, like, it really takes isolation, self-discipline, and the right habits to become that version of yourself, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, if you have an addictive personality, my best advice to you is find a healthy addiction. Something that, like, even if you gotta go back to when you were a kid, think about what you used to do that brought you fulfillment. Like, even if it's like playing the game or writing down on a piece of paper. Like, when I was a kid, for example, I always knew that I was a writer. Like, I can write music, I can write stories, like, I can create anything through journaling, just by pen and paper. I used to write, because I used to love superheroes so much. I used to want to write my own superhero movie. So I used to write my own little superhero movies. I wasn't creating them, but I was taking, like, the X-Men, Spider-Man, fucking the Avengers. I was taking all of those. What's the other one? The Fantastic Four. I used to take all those groups of superheroes and make my own story of what I think a movie should look like with all of them in it. Like, I used to get fulfillment in writing. Like, you know, so that's just an example. But go back to what you used to do. Some kids used to love to draw. Some kids love to dance. Some kids love to build things. Some people are architects at heart. So my advice is, if you have an addiction, an addictive personality, don't lean towards the bad ones, because they destroy your body and your mindset. Like, weed used to kill my mindset, but like it was draining on my body because it used to mess up with my appetite. Like, when I used to smoke all the time, I was skinny as hell because I would only eat when I was fried. But my metabolism, I learned a lot about myself in this fitness journey, so that's a whole nother topic at hand. But my metabolism is so fast. Like, I can gain and lose pounds so easy and so quick. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, 1 week I could weigh 190, and then the next week I can weigh 180. Like, that's how crazy my metabolism is. So when I was smoking weed, it was slowing down my metabolism, so my body wasn't absorbing the nutrients as fast as it should have, or dispersing them as fast as it should have, without the weed as a I guess you could say, an initiator. Like, it would take weed for my body to engage into metabolizing nutrients. So yeah, when I was smoking weed all the time, and it was making me lazy. Weed is the only drug that will make you feel okay with doing absolutely nothing. Like, niggas can literally sit in their room with no TVs, no books, no nothing, and just sit in their thoughts and do absolutely nothing if they were high. If you're sober, you're gonna fucking you're gonna want to move your body and shit. Like, weed relaxes your body so much to the point where it's like you just stay in your head. You don't even feel like moving. It makes you lazy. So that's like a big thing. And alcohol just destroys your body in total. Like, that shit is literal poison. Like, it's literally poison. Like, ethanol is poison. We shouldn't even be consuming ethanol, but big corporations and stuff like that, they want to promote it to keep everybody at a low vibration, because that's what alcohol does, and it ups the crime rate. People crash out when they're drunk. Nobody crashes out when they're high. Unless, like, nah, to be honest, bro, that's what I'm saying. Weed is a relaxant, bro. Weed relaxes you, bro. Like, you could be so mad at the world. If you smoke weed, unless this shit is real, like, detrimental to yourself, like somebody kill your mom, all right, yeah, it don't matter if you smoke weed or not. Like, you're gonna do something about that. That's not the type of shit I'm talking about. But like, if everybody, all right, let's say the bars, right? Let's give the bars as an example. If people go to the bars and let's act like instead of liquor, they sell weed, they sell joints, they sell bowl hits, they sell bong rips, you know, they sell pre-rolls. Everybody just goes to the bar and just gets fried. Everybody's just hotboxing the bar. Liquor doesn't exist in this scenario. There's no such thing as liquor. If everybody was at a bar just smoking weed, it would be the most calmest, chillest, funniest vibe ever. Like, everybody would just be cracking the fuck up, eating food and chilling. Like, no cap. But now, let's come back to reality. When you go to a bar and it's all this liquor, you're more susceptible to get yourself into a fight. Let's just be honest. Alcohol is a demonic substance. It turns you into something else. If you really want to get deep into it, it opens up a pathway for demons to enter your spirit and turn you into something that you're not. Why do you think when people get drunk, they get angry, or they get super depressed, or they get sad, or, you know, they get violent? It's because that shit is a demonic force, and it will corrupt everything you know about your sober self. So that's why I'm saying, like, I believe if you have self-control, you can do things in moderation. But if you have an addictive personality, if you ever had an addiction before, you know that you can't control that shit. Once you in it, and it's so hard to get out of it. You gotta literally fight and crawl tooth and nail to get out of that fucking addiction, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, some people don't get addicted to stuff. Some people are okay with just taking one shot and not drinking for 6 months. Me, I know myself. If I take a shot on some celebratory shit, we're getting a whole bottle and we're turning up. I just know myself. I mean, now I feel like I have enough discipline to you know, moderate the vibe. Like, I feel like I could do it and not go overboard. But I just know, like, if I was to take a shot on some celebratory shit, I literally would I would probably want to keep going. But I think I'm strong enough now to maintain my composure. But with that being said, that's just my input on addictive personalities. I think that if you have an addictive personality, or if you're struggling with addiction, definitely seek help, talk to somebody, put yourself around people who've been through it and got through it, and don't be around people who continue to influence it, because it's going to bring you back into that cycle. So I feel like if you're addicted to weed and you're trying to quit, or if you're addicted to alcohol and you're trying to quit, you need to remove yourself from that environment in order for you to be, you know, to maintain your sobriety or to maintain your self-control. Until you feel like you're strong enough to be around it, don't come around it, because you will fall for it, especially smoking weed. Like, you hang around, if you got a group of friends you've been smoking weed with for years, they're gonna pass you the blunt subconsciously, not even realizing that you're trying to quit smoking. Like, that used to happen to me all the time. Now it's to the point where it's like, if you pass me the blunt, like, I'm taking it as disrespect. Like, nigga, I don't smoke, I don't drink, especially alcohol, because alcohol was really bad for me. Because my family, I come from a family of alcoholics. So, you know, they say that that's just generational. They say you can pass down alcoholism to your children. And when people be like, come on, Breezy, just take a shot, I'm like, nigga, like, I'll be damn near ready to fight somebody, bro. I'll be like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, stop playing with me, bro. Because I really take it personal, for real, bro, because I really struggled with that shit. Like, it was so hard to beat alcoholism, bro. Like, niggas don't understand the demons I really fought. Like, bro, I was spiritually broken. Like, mentally fucked up, physically in pain. My gut was sore. I was throwing up blood. It was bad, bro. I was throwing up bile. There was nothing in my stomach and I'm throwing up. My body's trying to eject every ounce of alcohol. I was sweating that night. Like, bro, I was really going through some crazy shit, bro. And they say that you can die from alcohol withdrawals, and I believe so. But me personally, God honest truth, I kicked that shit on my own. I literally was going through withdrawals by myself and nobody knew, which was definitely not a smart idea. Don't be like me and do that, because you could probably fuck around and die. I am just fortunate enough to have such a strong body. You know, some people don't have a strong body like me, and I'm not trying to flex on nobody or nothing, but my body's just very, very tolerant for pain and high intense withdrawals for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I say remove yourself from that environment. If you're struggling with it, definitely seek help, because trying to get through alcohol withdrawals by yourself is a battle for the strong. Like, really strong. Like, it's 1-on-1. Like, I'm telling you. And I did it by myself, and I'm proud of myself for it, but that's why I'll never go back, because next time I might not get so lucky. I might die. So I just try to promote sobriety all over the place. Like, think about it. Sobriety is such a beautiful thing, because you can get high off life. You don't need an external substance to feel high, bro. You can take a walk out here in nature and feel high. Like, even nowadays, people be high, and I be around them, and I be cracking jokes, vibing, laughing, playing around with people all the time on some goofy shit. They be like, I even be saying I be thinking about some shit, and they be like, bro, are you high? Do you smoke? No, bro, I'm just high off life, bro. I'm just genuinely in tune with the world. Like, I don't need to get high to have a good time, bro. That's why I love to promote sobriety. Once you get through the mental, spiritual, and emotional phase of things with the addictions, I'm telling you, when you get to the other side, you feel amazing, bro. You feel great. You feel like you've never touched that shit in your life. You just gotta get through it, and you gotta change the habits. You can't drop an addiction without replacing it. I learned that from my alcohol and drug classes when I had to go through that shit a few years ago. And it's crazy though, because when I went to them classes, I didn't even stop. I was drinking during those classes, smoking during those classes. I don't know how I was getting through that shit, bro. And then a few years later, shit went down, and I decided to just put it all down. Good morning. Decided to put it all down. Here we are today. Skin clear. You know what I'm saying? Outside. Getting stronger every day. Feel me? Body T. You know what I mean? What can I say? But, yeah, man. I think I went a little too in-depth into this video. It's about 30 minutes long. I didn't think it would be like this. But, hey, fuck it. I'm starting a YouTube channel. Some people like long content. Some people don't. We're gonna see. But, yeah, man. I would say, if you got an addictive personality, switch the addictions. There's good and bad to everything. If you got alcohol addiction, switch to caffeine. Caffeine's better than alcohol. Like, caffeine's not good for you neither. I mean, black coffee is good for you. Energy drinks and shit like that is not good for you. But switch the addiction. If you smoke weed all the time, I recommend doing the Wim Hof breathing technique as a replacement. If you feel like you want to smoke do the Wim Hof breathing on YouTube. Look up Wim Hof breathing technique. Do that, and I promise you, you won't have the urge to smoke after that. After you do that meditation session with Wim Hof, because when you do it, you get a natural high. It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I recommend that. For weed, for alcohol, I recommend just switching to caffeine. But also, when you're trying to quit, drink a lot of water. Hydrate yourself. Hydrate yourself, and don't eat fast food. Only eat whole foods or fruits and vegetables. Clean your gut. You gotta clean your gut. And that's my take on addictive personalities. I believe that everyone has an addiction, and that you can replace those addictions with positive ones. So that's my take on addictive personalities. I think everybody has a different perspective because they got different experiences, but I'm just giving you my experiences and why I know I have an addictive personality, and I know there's people out there that can relate. So, stay tuned on the next video. I'm gonna be dropping more content on self-development because I feel like I need to share my journey. I started a whole new YouTube page, and the camera quality right now is kind of trash, but the audio is great. I'm on an iPhone 13 Pro Max. I'm about to do some research on camera quality and stuff like that, so I'm not really into this shit right now like how I should be, but yeah, I'm gonna get better, and I'm gonna be sharing my story. Every time I take a walk, I'm gonna record a video because it's good for me too. It's therapeutic, and it helps me get a better understanding on myself. So yeah, stay tuned on the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.